What's up, everybody? Welcome to the temple. I hope all is well. I had to remake this video because when I watched it over, I feel like had some new thoughts about it. So I seen a video about how you shouldn't walk out the house too comfortable. He was talking about never walk out the house in sandals and everything like that. I'm pretty sure y'all probably heard that. And I used to think that. I used to think like, yeah, bro, like I gotta always stay on point. I gotta walk with a purpose and stuff like that. And I understand it's true. That it's you should always be on point. It's better to be prepared, you know. But as I started training and I started to get better at mixed martial arts, I just started to get this new confidence of myself. I didn't walk around in fear, and I know it's not about fear. I know what he was saying. Like I said, I understand where you're coming from. And it's not about fear, it's about walking with a purpose or like I said, being prepared in my opinion. Simple as that. But to me personally, what I took out of my own life experience was, man, you should feel comfortable wherever you are, you know. Like I said, yeah, I trust the world to do what it's gonna do. I know anything could happen, but just like the worst can happen, the best can happen as well. So I choose to walk with no fear, knowing that I'm gonna be okay, knowing that I'm blessed by God, bro. Because at the end of the day, I'm protected always by God. I'm always protected by the Lord. So it's never gonna be a worry of me not making it to the crib. And I understand, bro. It depends on where you live. Trust me, man. I don't live in the safest place at all. You get what I'm saying? I'm definitely in an environment to where you gotta always make sure you're on point. And I feel like the whole world is like that. I don't think it's a space where you ever should not be on point. But I also know that I'm protected by God's grace, man. So with that being said, in the video, I feel like, or I'm done speaking on what he could have said because he didn't do anything wrong. He ain't say anything wrong. I will say what I will say to people is before you walk out the house, make sure you pray. You know, because you never know when you're gonna have to fight. You never know when you're gonna have to stand your ground and fight. Not you never know when you're gonna have to run. Cause they say that. You gotta make sure you got on shoes. You never know when you need to run. Run from what? Run from who? I don't plan on running. I do want to make it to the crib. If I'm in a situation where I gotta run, yeah, most definitely I'm gonna run. I ain't scared to run either. You get what I'm saying? I ain't even trying to take it there like I'm the best fighter in the world or I'm cocky. No, I understand. Like we this is what we talk about on the YouTube video. You get what I'm saying? This is what we talk about on this channel. We talk about self defense and safety and protecting yourself. And the philosophy of martial arts and not abusing it. And it comes a time and a place where you need to engage and not engage. But I just wanted to make this video quick because yeah, a lot of people probably go by this, and I just wanted to share a new perspective. You should feel comfortable, and you'll be surprised. You probably can get down with a few guys in some sandals. You get what I'm saying? And if you're really scared, I don't think it'd be hard to run in sandals either, because you gonna make sure you get away. And it's like you want to protect your toes or whatever the case may be, bro. When it's hot, I can't wear shoes. I'm gonna keep it 100. I can't even wear socks with my sandals when it's too hot. I just be walking out. If I'm going up the street, it's no need. But I used to think differently. I used to be like, man, I don't care if I'm going up the street. I gotta wear sneakers. And that was before I started training. When I started training more and I got used to not wearing shoes and stuff like that, and I started getting better and I started understanding my body, and I started realizing when I'm walking in certain places, I don't have anxiety. I'm not scared. There's no fear. I can walk past somebody, chest out. I can look somebody dead in their eyes. You get what I'm saying? And not have no fear. But none of that means anything because, of course, you can not be afraid of anything. You still get dropped. That don't matter. But I'm just saying, just change the perspective because it's all about your mindset. It's all about how you feel. You're only as healthy as you feel. So if you're going in with a certain mindset, excuse me, 9 times out of 10, that outcome or that result is gonna match what you was already thinking. If you already walking out the house with a defeated mindset, you already lost the fight. We all in war, bro. Just like how before you walk in the cage, you can lose a fight. Before you walk out the house, you can lose a fight. Before you wake up out your bed, you can lose a fight. That's why it is important to make sure we pray and we connected with God, bro. And we just making sure we stay in tune with ourselves, because it's a real spiritual battle out there. It's real. It's real. And I'm not gonna get too deep into that right now, but we have to be aware of these things. You know, they say, hear no evil, speak no evil. Whatever they said, that's not true, because evil is around whether you acknowledge it or not. So yes, be prepared. Always be on the lookout, stay on your P's and Q's, but also know you're protected by God. You know, you should always feel comfortable wherever you are. You know what I'm saying? Get to the point to where you got that confidence to where you understand when it's a situation that's about to happen, but you can also understand when there's nothing going on, and you can, kick back and relax. It be people paranoid, they can't even show their face, man. It's literally people walking around with a ski mask on, bro. Think about that. It's people that's probably been walking out their house with ski masks on for years, bro. Think about that. And this ain't no shot to nobody, but if you are listening to this and you just heard me say that and you one of those guys, bro, I'm not disrespecting you, but I'm just saying, would you rather live your life like that for the rest of your life, bro? You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of younger kids that be doing that. So that's why I got to keep it real with y'all, because ain't nobody gonna do that, you know? Ain't Sometimes people don't really ask these questions, they just let people say things, and I don't think we should be doing that. But with that being said, bro, I'm gonna end this video off right here. If y'all got any tips on how to, defend yourself, drop them down in the comment section. Other than that, like, comment, subscribe, and Godspeed to you all. Thank you.